There are tons of apps and tools out there to help you take better photos and videos with your iPhone. In fact, just last week we made a video showcasing some of those tips. But what about using your phone to record music? We all know the iPhone has a built-in microphone, but how good can that be for recording music? Well, the truth is the iPhone can be a seriously helpful tool for musicians everywhere, and in this video we're going to show you some apps and tools that you can use to record some high-quality music on the go with your iPhone. So the first app that most people probably already know about is GarageBand. On some iPhones with larger storage capacity, it was already preloaded onto your phone, but most people probably never truly messed around with it or just deleted it to save some space. If you're a musician or just want to mess around with music, GarageBand is a really great app for this. GarageBand can give you access to keyboards, drums, guitar amps, and other MIDI instruments that can help you create professional sounding songs via your iPhone. Once you find the instrument that you want to start with, you can tap around on your iPhone or iPad to record your song. There are loads of different options to mess around with, like track settings, plugins and EQ, effects, etc. This app is seriously great for those who want to mess around with possible instruments and chords that they might want to use in an upcoming song, but they might not have access to their guitar, keyboard, bass, drums, etc. Honestly, it's a lot of fun to mess around and get ideas, and the app's UI is really easy to navigate around. I really recommend giving GarageBand a serious try. Now, Music Memos is another Apple application, one that's very underrated in my opinion and not talked about enough. Music Memos is definitely aimed towards those who need to quickly record a song idea so they can remember it and have it for later when they have time to fully work on it. A long time ago, I used to travel the country playing music with my college friends in a band, and there have been many times where we would mess around with a new song idea and then forget them, or maybe we just couldn't make out exactly what was going on when we used an app like Voice Memo. Technology has come so far since then, and I really wish I had something like this app when I was traveling. The app is simple yet really effective. Let's say you have a guitar nearby and you want to record a simple chord progression. You can either tap the center button to record it instantly, or you can tap the auto button in the top left to automatically record when it starts to hear you playing music. The middle archive icon is where all of your song ideas will be available for easy access, and of course there is a built-in tuner so you don't have to fumble around looking for one. Once you have something recorded, you can of course play it back, but the really cool thing about Music Memos is that it actually will pick up the notes that you're playing, and then it'll jot that down for you, which makes things even easier for the future when you come back to this song and you can't quite remember what key you were playing in, or maybe the notes that were played. Sometimes the microphone doesn't always get it right, but if you tap on the song, you can adjust the chords for the song yourself and also customize things like tempo, time signature, and downbeat. You can also trim up the audio a bit if you need to, and you can even jot down more notes like what tuning your instrument was in, or if you're playing guitar and we're using a capo, you can find out what fret that you had that capo on. Like I said before, I wish this app existed when I was traveling around because I think it's a perfect little tool to have in your pocket when you need to get some ideas out for future use. Now, if you want to take things even further with this concept, the Spire Studio is a portable recording studio, essentially, that can fit in any bag or case. The Spire Studio has a built-in microphone, which is definitely an upgrade over the one that's in the iPhone, and it's custom designed for perfect balance. If you have access to some better external microphones, there are actually two XLR inputs with 48 volts of phantom power available if you need one for your microphone, and it's located on the back of the Spire. And for inputs, you have two 3.5mm headphone jacks on the front and back of the device. Another neat feature of the Spire is that it can actually run for around 4 to 6 hours of continuous recording on its own built-in lithium battery. If you know you're going to be stationary for a while and have access to a wall outlet, I'd recommend plugging the Spire in and getting it charged up. Then once you're on the go, however, you could just use the Spire pretty much anywhere. Now, the front of the Spire is also pretty simple. You have an LED ring light which can help indicate mic levels, and then right in the center you have your record and playback buttons. Underneath those buttons you can create a new song, adjust the volume, and sound check your recording levels, which after a few seconds of playing your instrument at normal volume, the Spire will automatically adjust the mic levels to the perfect setting. Personally, these buttons are really nice to have if your phone is not near you and you want to record directly to the Spire, which is capable of holding about 6 hours of recording time with its built-in internal memory, but the real magic happens with the Spire Recording Studio app. From here, you can do all of the things that I just talked about, as well as set the tempo of your song, and once you have all of your tracks recorded, you can navigate over to the Mix tab, and from here you can adjust all the levels of each track, giving you the ability to create the perfect mix. Also, if you want to plug in an instrument directly into the Spire, like say an electric guitar, you can actually add some pre-made effects to give your song any extra level of depth and sound. Now, my professional music playing days are well behind me, but I did want to show you what you can create using the Spire and any instrument that you might have lying around. I recommend putting on headphones for this portion of the video, if you have them, to truly understand how good the Spire Studio's built-in microphones and inputs can be. Of course, if you get this thing into the hands of some really talented musicians, the possibilities are endless. These are some other examples of what can be done with the Spire Studio.
Illuminates our wildest dreams.
Tsunami, make your ears fall origami. Turn your eardrum to mincemeat like salami. Your little ear bones sway like a swami. Smoke pushing on the cochlea, curl like pastrami.
Now, I'm well aware that there are tons of other apps, MIDI keyboards and tools, etc. that you can use to record great music using your iPhone. But these are a couple of apps that work out for me that are mostly free, aside from the Spire Studio, that fit what I think a lot of musicians on the go might need. So let us know what you think of these apps and tools, and if you have any others that we should check out, let us know in the comments section down below. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.